I will dismantle this oppressive establishment board by board.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make. Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Beat the devil out of it.
Now, this is epic.
Epic, you're mute.
Can you hear me now? Okay, I think it's because I had the audio tracks goofed.
Victory
I was messing around with audio tracks yesterday, I guess. There we go. I fix it. I fix it. I fix it. Now I fix this. I told you it's okay. Right off the bat, it was repair day, wasn't it? Literally couldn't. With the 0.01 seconds into the stream, repairs needed to be started. Oh god. I need to hear Epic. This soothing voice of Epic Bricks. As if my voice is deep-ish, but I don't like exaggerate it at all. Okay, so today we've got our platformy thingy built. I'm gonna need to go get more materials because I'm not gonna have enough wood to do this right now. But pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hide some flooring through here. I'm gonna make like a link of floor, probably maybe even 2 floors thick, and link it like around here to like there, and then or like down there or something, and I'll just build a big brick. But I don't know if that'll be visible from my screen. Let me make sure, because like wherever I'm doing screenshots and stuff from over here, I don't want to be able to see it. So yeah, as long as I'm like, yeah, no, if I'm here, it'll be on the right side of my screen, I guess, which really gets cut out of my TikToks and stuff anyway. But I want it to be completely, I guess I could try going up and through, like go up with it, like build a floor out and then a system, and then like then I'd see like the pillars going up and stuff. How you flying? Check out my most recent video. Where do I build out, do you think? Is that... Because I don't think I want to do it. Inside the floor or inside the walls, clearly, there's like a gajillion layers here. I'm gonna hate... that's not even a supporting... The top and side of this is, and then as soon as you get to the bottom, it just becomes not supporting. It's so weird. Yeah, flying fish sandwich is how I'm flying. All right. I guess let's just get to building. Oh yeah, don't I have the... Well, I guess I got rid of the materials for that. Man, every bug in the book today. But yeah, if Conformity Gate is true, and there's another episode of Stranger Things tonight, I'm ditching you guys. Sorry. I guess I have a decent amount of wood here. Wait a minute, is that actually making it heavier? Or is that just... Do items... I never remember that being a thing. Maybe it's just floating for no reason. I'm like, it looks like it's weighing it down. I didn't get it back yet. So the prop, so I'll show you guys the issue, and there is a way to reconnect it, okay? Actually do this. So we're going to do a hypothetical. Imagine that's the side of the mountain, because the side of the mountain counts as a supporting piece. You can connect stuff out of here. The top does not count as a supporting piece. So what I have to do is build out from this supporting wall to give myself an artificial supporting piece, right? So you can imagine this is the mountain. This square piece is the big square thing I built up there, right? Everybody following so far? Now, imagine this is my build. The only problem is my build has a lot of parts. Right? My build, it's 1, 2. So this has 5 parts. This has 2 parts. Similar to how this has probably hundreds, if not like 1,000 or 2 parts in it, right? The piece that I built up there to connect it to is way less parts than that, similar to what I've set up here. So this is my temple. That's the mountain. That's what I built up top to catch it. So the issue is I can fix it. I don't have the balloons now. Hold on, because I do want to show the example here, because there is a way to, it's using the coupling and decoupling method. Oh. It's probably just going to be laggy while I'm in here, I guess. There. So if we were to lift this up, right? It's going to be tough to make it go perfectly centered where I want it to. So what you can do, so this is a free-flowing part, or like a free, whatever you want to call it. So you can connect it and make them one. The problem is I have more parts on the temple just like this. So instead of the temple staying still, the backboard, excuse me, the backboard will copy the state of the piece with more pieces, which in this case is my temple or this brick. So what I need to do to get this to work is we've got our mountain, we've got my net, let's call it, and then we've got our piece, our temple here. So here we have our temple that's disconnected and we need to float it up. So what I need to do is make it so there are more parts connected to this. We need to make the parts on the piece we're trying to connect greater, so that way when we float it and we make the connection, it takes the state of the build that has more pieces. So we need to get that backboard piece to have more pieces than my build does. Does that make sense? No, I can't take its state, because this would then technically it would just be counting the ground here. Anything terrain is where it breaks. So like this is a build. This would be a build. Because then if these were if they were connected by terrain, then it would be connecting like every build on the planet together at once. So it doesn't necessarily work like that. So again, now watch. When we float this up, now, if I can get it to go to the right spot, right? Which I might not. Oh, wait, I could just do it over here. Okay, so now watch. Boom. It'll break the balloons on this piece, but it took the state of that. Now, I believe what I'm able to do, as long as I don't break the glue piece that I just put, that's the glue right now. I'm almost positive from... Oh. Weird. I'm almost positive from here I can take off the extra pieces and then get my build complexity back. I just can never remove the glue. The second you remove the glue, that will detach again. Now, one thing I am wondering is... Let's make more pieces up here again. One thing I am wondering... God dang it, dude. I hate that sometimes. It's so terrible. Okay, one thing I am wondering is, can I do multiple glue pieces? Like, can I do one here and then snap another one here? And then does that one count as glue? Can I get rid of that? Okay, so that's glue. And then technically even that one looks like it's touching a little bit. Could I get rid of these two now? Yeah, so as long as I would just add more than one glue piece after I have it attached. So after I have it attached, I glue it in with a bunch of pieces, like, you know, several pieces to glue it in. And then at that point, I'll be able to go back over there. Like once it's glued into place, then we start deleting pieces here. And then even then, again, as long as we don't take away a minimum of one glue piece, it'll stay. But the second we take away the last glue piece, it falls. Got it. We're going to craggle it. Yeah. The only time you're going to see me craggling Lego is virtually. So it sounds much easier when you're doing it in small scale. However, again, my build, I could break pieces off of it. That's kind of counterintuitive to the whole process. So I'm just going to build like a good like 2K pieces or something like that. Because I can't imagine this is more than like 15. I'm thinking between 1,000 and 1,500 is how many pieces are here, right? Yo, Miss Dimples with the raid. I need as much help as I can get on this repair. I didn't figure it out. I learned it from a very talented LEGO Fortnite YouTuber by the name of Lego Moxie. We should go follow on Twitch and their channels. They're like LEGO Fortnite geniuses. Lego Moxie is the one who also found the fishing farm thing where you can build planks out and then by the fishing holes, and then they just jump up onto the planks and you can collect them for free. Yeah, 1,500-ish. So what I gotta do is let's find the floors we were using. I think they were just like some of these dark gray ones. So that's a good spot. That's a good spot. Come on. Look at this sneeze. Hold on. I don't want to look you right in the eyes. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I feel it though. I feel it. Oh my god, it's like right at the tip of my nose. Ah, it burns. Why would you stay in there? I hate that, don't you? You guys sneeze and then like it just like doesn't come out and then it just like backfires into your, I don't even know what, like, is there a name for that? There's got some culture out there has to have a name for that. Like, I guess I could have like one really long one going across. That's just not ideal. Here, let's go like there. Like, I should thicken this up, but I don't imagine I'll ever break these on purpose. I don't even know if those two are connecting. Hold on. That's why I don't want to build inside the wall like that. I really can't see what if I'm making a final connection from one part to another. So we'll just do this. Because I know I'm connecting, like, the side of this wall. Oh, no, the side of this wall doesn't count. Because I'm like, if it starts counting onto the wall, I could have a disconnect somewhere. And I would kind of never know. Oh, I'm going to need to, like, move the village. I guess isn't a big deal. I'll just do this. Dude. Oh, nice. I do when, have you ever been building and then your snap button gets reversed and like holding snap unsnaps it, and then when you don't press anything, the snap is active? Has anybody ever had that bug? Like now, right now, I'm not holding anything yet, it's still snapping. And then if I press right click, now it's like not snapping. It happens all the time. Okay, now I'm really lagging. Now I can't even put the piece away. Okay, did that actually build, though, where I wanted it to? Who knows? I'll never know. I was lagging. Oh, I should have probably stayed there, huh? If you're wondering what I'm doing, don't ask me right now, I'm sad. I don't even want to be doing this. But I need to, because I'm not finishing this build. Because I'm saying it now, like, if this doesn't work, I will restart. Like, I'm not unwilling to restart. Granted, I'm willing to put in a few hours to try to fix it over, like, the 6 hours it'll take to, like, get it back to where I was. Because the other problem is, like, I'm going to have to remember, and that's almost hard. Sometimes rebuilding sometimes ends up taking longer than building, because you're just trying to remember what you did almost to the exact, and you're not going to be pleased unless you get it to a state that you had it, like, perfect. You know what I mean? Can't love that bug. Terrible. Hate it. Yeah, yesterday I accidentally disconnected my large build that I've been working on. I should be working around to a spot where you can't see, but I don't know how far I should go with this. So it really doesn't matter if it's a big piece or a small piece. Oh, I thought I'd catch myself. Can I build from there? Probably not. Oh, there we go. What was I just using? Oh, these ones are kind of better anyway.
What are you doing now again, exactly?
Right now I am... are you familiar with coupling and decoupling in this game, that technique? If you're not, it's kind of hard to explain without, like, showing you, essentially. Why the extending floors?
Yes, but why the extending floors?
I guess so that it's easy. I guess because I did learn I can take the pieces away after, but like part of me doesn't even want to like risk that. So I want this big mass to be out of view, at least at first. Because I want to see if I can leave it there without hitting build limit anyway, because it'll eventually all be... I don't know if the... Does the coupling combine complexities? Or... Because isn't the coupling supposed to be like a way around complexity issues? Like you'll see that a little bit, obviously, up there when it's finished. I guess right here I could build from where I'm at. Hey, what the hell? Oh wait, I can't. Oh, I can't change direction. What? So I can just go up from here. And then build on top. Oh, damn it. My charms? Oh, I do have a grappler on me. Sick. So you shouldn't be able to see that. I wasn't able to see this part of the hill, like, at all.
Yeah, but it will take forever, like you just keep going with the mountain.
There, I found the spot I'm building it on. Make sure it's in the floor here, too. Because with this, instead of... Because, like, this isn't... Hold on. I'm curious of something. Let me do, like, a quick little... Another example thing. So, like... Again, this is our mountain. This is our catch. Right? And then we want to make sure that this... And so what we're going to do is something similar. I'm going to, like, do... Like, exactly what I'm doing. And the reason and why is afterwards, I may not even have to delete the whole thing. I could just break the bridge and disconnect them from, like, a single point instead of having to delete the whole pile, which wouldn't take that long anyway. But, like, imagine this is our thing. Actually, I kind of want to do it on a lesser scale, so it's just less pieces in general. So, right, so this has 3 pieces, and then we're gonna connect it to like a thing that has 4, 5, 6. So this has 6 pieces. So I would need to make 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if the balloon counts, but oops, I might have goofed it up. Because, wait. We just need it to have more than any of them, technically, because right now... I just want to be sure. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. And I goofed it up. Oh, I'm trying to do a test. I got to do it like 1 for 1, how I'm thinking it in my head. Otherwise, I could make a mistake. If you're wondering what I'm doing in general, it is a whole lot of craziness that will barely make sense if you don't understand the... It's a very advanced technique that I'm using to... I wouldn't say very, but it's fairly advanced for most people in this game. For like the casual player, I suppose. So that has more. It should connect. Alright. I don't know if I'll be able to attach it, but we'll see. Yeah. Okay, so perfect. We got it glued. And then, basically, imagine this is my giant pile on top of the mountain. And this is the big line I built going across the side. I should just be able to disconnect these. So even though this is only made of 2 parts still, this has like 6 parts on it, but it's still glued. So then I could just leave this intact if I really wanted to, because it should be far enough away to where it doesn't coincide, right? Again, the only thing I can't do is just unglue it, because then it'll come down anyway. But as long as I do this the way I think it's going to play out, I should just be able to break most of, if not all of those little pieces across the mountain. And then I can just leave that giant thing intact, and if I need to break it later, I'll break it later.
You just need to have more the moment you glue it.
I understand for the most part, but there's things in this game where, like, you'd think, and then, like, oh, there's an exception when you do it this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I just do. This is what, 20 for each layer? Here, let's just make it an even 25. And then I can just count the tan squares. I wish there was turbo build in LEGO Fortnite. Snap off of the same piece every time. Easier if I could fly, probably. But I don't feel like moving the village post for this. Really not worried about extra pieces. It's just gonna help me. But yeah, we're gonna try to do it somewhat neat to keep it small, but if I have a couple mistakes like that, it's just one more piece added to the thing that I don't gotta add later and waste time pulling out a pickaxe. Would building be really laggy if, like, I wonder how bad, Get like 5 people in here. Mega build. Build the rescue copter. A man's temple has fallen into the ocean in Lego Ninjago. Build the rescue balloon. I have an idea for this game so good that I feel like I shouldn't even say it out loud. I should just try to like tell Lego the first chance I get if I'm ever able to like have a chance at suggesting something. Because I have such a good idea for an update and the marketing behind it. You have no idea. Especially if you played like marketed like just one solid commercial that you could run on like streaming platforms and stuff. But you'd have to run it on the kids, like you'd have to target it towards the young audience plus the audience my age. But even the younger audience would be on board with it too. And it's also centered around a theme that would work very well. That's one of their own. I have ideas, Lego. Lego group. I know we're already buddies, but if anybody out there is listening, I have ideas that I want to share. I don't expect people to take me seriously.
To tell us, buddy.
No. I tell you most of my ideas, but not this one. This one's just simply too... It's simply too good. Gotta find a way to make money off this.
I hope we get a Batman and Batman build with the LEGO Batman game coming out.
Oh, wait a minute. I need to find a wood floor that's that short. Hold on. I should have one. Oh, that's... I need to find a piece that's going to be easier to count. Oh, whoa. Didn't realize we got that in generics. Huh. Look at that. Like, I don't need to be able to count it, but that would... Oh, there we go. That'll work. Something that's two-toned, so I can at least count layers easier. Let's do a count now. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, 175, 200, 225, 250, 275, 300, 325, and then that would be 350. So I was at like 350 when this transition happened. It'll kind of make it easier to remember. Oh.
No, it was 356.
I don't really need an exact count. If I'm off by 5, I'm not worried. I just need a rough estimate. Because we're also who's counting all the pieces I built on the way over here too. Plus the pieces that the net is made out of in general. Like, obviously I've got a little bit of a cushion there, but as long as I have a rough guesstimate, I'm in the ballpark. Being off by 5, because I don't have an exact number in mind. This is all guesstimation anyway. But I believe you're counting. You say it was. And again, if I make little mistakes like that, I'm not fixing them. It's not worth the time.
Because of the side piece, I'm kidding.
No. I'm more... So, if you're wondering why I'm doing what I'm doing, there's a trick in the game called coupling and decoupling. And it's how you get, like, moving structures to be solid or solid structures to be moving. I accidentally broke my build off the ceiling yesterday. And the reason I broke the build off the ceiling yesterday is because these rock pieces are bugged. And the ceiling part of them does not count as a supporting piece. You can build up into there. Like if you have a piece sticking out from the side where it does support, like it doesn't support here, but it does support here. So you can build out and then up if you want, like no problem. It's just if I were to, here, let's do an example. So here's what happened to my temple. This is my temple. You'd think, oh, you see it's touching in there? It will not be supporting even though it's touching the roof. So you have to build out from the wall, which is what I did. However, when I was building, I broke this wall piece right here, which was actually my only connection to the fake supporting piece I had to make, essentially. So I have to build... So there's a thing called coupling and decoupling. So I have to make a build that has more pieces than that build does. And then when I get them close together, I can glue them together with a piece. But it only works if the piece that I'm gluing it to has more pieces, because the way this trick works is it takes the state of the build that has more pieces. So if you're trying to connect a moving build to a non-moving build, the non-moving build has to have more pieces than the moving build. If you're trying to connect, or if you're trying to essentially, I think, take a static build and turn it into a moving build, you have to build a structure that has more pieces than that to connect. It's very weird. Guy loves it. Everybody loves us. What's up, Kankles? Oh, you know, just recoupling my build that I broke off the ceiling the other day. Were you here for that? I broke my entire temple off the ceiling. Because I had, like, only 1 or 2 connecting points, and I accidentally broke the wall that was keeping it all together. So my temple fell on the ground. I lifted it up, and I now have to couple it onto a baseboard up there. And I still have to rebuild the top once I get it reconnected again. So I'm building... Maybe he's busy. I understand. Oh, you weren't even here for the upside down build at all? I couldn't remember. But yeah, I've been working on that build for like 3 days, and on day 3 yesterday, towards the middle of the stream, I accidentally disconnected it while I was editing the walls in the back there. I should have put like a literal red flag on it to remind myself. So I've got to build, I'm building a structure over here, and it's connected by, I don't know if you can see, those stairs aren't included, but there's a system of floor pieces that are embedded into the mountain that are connected to this. So that way, after I couple it, I can just leave this here. And or just disconnect it. I've re-educated myself on the ins and outs of coupling and decoupling, so I am ready to make this necessary repair with the technique. And in theory, on paper, it's gonna work out. And in my heart, it's gonna work out. Boy, do I need it to work out. Because otherwise, I'm not too disappointed. I will restart if I need to. But do I want to do catch up on like 6+ hours up to the point I was already at? Granted, a lot of that time was decision making, and I already know a lot, so it would be a little bit streamlined. But then the other thing that would slow me down the other way is the fact that I'd have to try to remember my dimensions to get it the way I like, and then I would inevitably do something wrong the second time and then have to like fix it because I'm like, oh, I didn't line this up the way I did the first time, and the first time I lined it up right, this time I did it wrong. So I'd rather just fix it and then continue that. And this is all, can it be done, right? I think this will, if I do this, this will go down as like the biggest plunder and then repair of said plunder in LEGO Fortnite history. I know people have, you know, decoupled POIs and stuff, but I think decoupling stuff is arguably a little bit easier. Recoupling a build back onto a roof piece that doesn't count as supporting on a build that's massive, and the build has to be upside down and lined up right. Like, there's a lot of factors here. Am I thinking of the wrong word? Plunder? Blunder? I think of the one that means negative. I think plunder is actually a good thing. I don't know. Sometimes I mix up words, for sure. Yeah, that, and it's like it's like also light at the end of the tunnel, or hope for anybody who finds themselves in a similar situation in the future. Because I really only have not one shot at it, but it's going to... Okay, so here's the problem. If I undershoot the amount of pieces here, and the temple still has more pieces when I make the connection, all of this is going to move. This is all...
I thought this was going to be boring, but your talking keeps us distracted. I like this.
That's what I have to, like, make sure I overshoot the amount of pieces. Because if I don't, not only will I have to restart, but all of this is going to go wonky sideways. The weight of the... Once it bridges, and if it takes the state of the temple, which is free-flowing, we're going to have issues. Like, we're going to have issues. So that was like 350 right here, right? Or 375, or let's just call it 350. 375, 4, 425, 450, 47, 500, 525, 550, 575, 6, 625, 650, 675, 7, 725, 750, 775, 8, 825, 850. Let me see if I have a different floor piece and I can alternate so I can remember where I was. Ah. This is a different color scheme, so I'll be able to see where it changes really easily. Looks like a candy bar. Like a Twix or something. Like a Twix and a Kit Kat put together. That's kind of what it makes me feel like. Or it almost looks like a Twix. Where there's like caramel on one side. Like it's like caramel chocolate on one side. And then like regular Kit Kat chocolate on the other. Tell me why that would be bomb. I know there's caramel already in it. But like, who doesn't like more caramel? Hey, it's Zep's pick from the other day. Also, if Conformity Gate is true and there's an episode on in the next hour, I'm ditching everybody to watch Stranger Things. I don't necessarily believe, but I want to believe. I want it to be true. There's a lot of weird, oddly weird evidence pointing towards it. But that could also all be explained by bad writing, which is not outside of the zone or realm of possibilities. However, it's also not outside the realm of possibilities that they're doing something crazy.
If it is true, are you gonna live stream the episode?
There's no way I could. I would have to live stream myself watching it with no video and no audio of the show. You guys it would literally just be silence and you just watch me react. And I guess I could put like a timer on like where I am in the episode if it were, but I don't know. Discord stream? Is that legal? That can't be illegal. That can't be it. Sounds like a decent workaround, but that doesn't sound too legit. What am I building? Oh, a band-aid. And I don't mean literally, I mean figuratively. Resources. Chat, what was I on when I left off there? 850? I think it was 850 when I was there. Right? Help me out, chat. My brain is fried from yesterday. Oh, the engineer. You'll understand. You've been keeping up on my temple build, right? I accidentally disconnected it from the roof and it fell off. And I had to balloon it off the ground. Because remember the problem with not being... These roof ceiling parts of the rocks don't count as supporting pieces, so you have to make a faux supporting piece branching out from the actual supporting walls that are here. And I was working... I got to... Literally, you can see it's like... pretty much all decorated on the outside. I was just getting around to doing the decoration on the sides, on the top and the back. I went to break this wall to replace it. And it was the one piece that was... I didn't have this many walls. I had like a couple of thin walls branching out. And that's like... It was... I think I had like 2 or 3 pieces connecting to it, but it was only connected to one big piece. So I got rid of the one big piece. It chopped every single one of my supporting pieces. Fell to the ground. I lifted it up. So we are attempting the world's greatest recoupling. So what I'm attempting to do is using the coupling and decoupling method right here. We're going to be recoupling. That Moxie did.
Did we learn out lesson?
Yes, of course. I always learn from my mistakes. That's like the Like, pretty much the motto of my building. Like, not that I make mistakes like this that often, but, like, you know, learning from what's not right, rather. So, we have our backboard, because when this floats, if I let it just float into the rocks, it would go all sideways. Plus, I need supporting pieces. So, this is the net. All right? So, I've already tested it. It'll go up. I just need to refloat it right now. I've just got it in limbo. But so we're gonna I put thrusters in there to move it over. So once I'm finished, we're gonna move it over, lift it up, and this piece is gonna be our thing to catch it so it stays even. If it's a little crooked, it really actually can't be crooked, so I can make the connection. So it should be straight, it will be level, and then not only is it connected into the wall here, but you can see right there I have built out from here a line of floor pieces. So that net is technically connected to everything I'm building up there. And everything I'm building up here. So our goal is to get this structure, aka this is connected to the net. So the net plus this, all of these pieces have to be greater than the pieces that I've built on my temple so far. Because when I recouple them, it will take the state of the item or the build that has... This also gives me a way to climb up. It will take the state of the pieces or the build that has more pieces. So I need this net structure to technically have more pieces. So when I couple it, it takes the still state of this structure. And then after I've got it coupled, we already figured out, as long as I don't move the piece that glues it with the coupling, I can remove and delete all these pieces afterwards. Don't make it top heavy. Don't make what top heavy? Is it cheating if fly mode is on? No. Plus, also, I don't have fly mode on. I'm just using flying fish sandwiches. I can't even fly right here. I can only fly while I'm in the village. Like if I eat this even, you still can't. You can only fly while you're in the village. This is an expert world. But even if you're using the fly mode in any other mode, I don't consider that cheating. So again, I was at 850, right? So it'd be 850, 875. Right? 875. 900, 925, 950, 975, 1000. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125. So 1,125 pieces. So I think I need to build about 400 more to make sure we're good. Just play Trailmakers at this point? I'm sure Trailmakers is a real fun game and all, but I'm a huge Lego fan. I like building with the Lego bricks in this system that they've provided for us in this game. It's like, imagine if you were a kid and you like everything you built with Lego, you could run around with. Like, what if you were able to shrink yourself
Next time,
down
make more goddamn supports.
and then go run around all the builds you made with Lego? That's pretty much what this game is. You're shrunken down to the size of a minifigure, and you get to build and play in all the Lego builds you build. I think that just has its own appeal to it, but it's not everyone's thing, you know? Next time, make more supports. Oh, yeah, if there is a next time, you betcha. Oh! Hey. Wait a minute. My build is, like, there, right? Okay, it's just being buggy. I was, like, going through the floor. I just wanted to make sure it was real. Do I have any other stone or wood here? Do I gotta go get some? Boop!
You know how many times as a kid I was acting like my Lego character was running around shooting stuff? That's me now!
Exactly. I'm 30 now. My imagination is cooked. I mean, it's still great, but like, who can compare to the imagination of like a 5 to 9-year-old? You know what I mean? This is the supplement. This is like the supplement for that. as an adult. Actually, you know what? We're gonna fly. Did I bring all the wood over from this space? I don't think I did. Let's just fly here. It'll load in way easier. What seems so obvious? Can you make a storm build, like a castle or something? Maybe as an idea. Nobody say anything. Nobody say a word in chat. Nobody say a word. Nothing. That is an amazing idea. That is an amazing idea. Hold on. We're making a pit stop. Oh! Dual pistols and Warhammer for my codex, but I can't build them. Do you know why? Do they show up in the crafting bench? Even? Figure this will still load in faster than my main base. Anytime you go from, because Ninjago Island's like 8,000 meters away from here, there's like not a shot in hell the game is trying to think or generate any of this while I'm over there. So going over here is like fresh login, and it has to generate. And this is like, again, this is still loading in faster than my mega base does. This is my mega farm. I got my Dimma base and my Dimma farm, and the Dimma dome. Hey, can everything stop lagging today? For the love of God. Holy. Let me go. Did I make it up? I just want to get to the pile of wood that's what I believe to be over here. The good thing is, once it does all load in, it's pretty darn smooth after that. Just the one drawback is it takes forever to load in. They're in the car. Interesting.
Ah, I think that's just because everything loads in almost instantly when from Ninjago Island.
Okay, back to your question, Nothing. What was your name? Sorry. Nothing GNFG. Sorry, let's... Wait, actually... I won't be able to show you for very long, because technically the storm... I'd need a storm thing. I guess I do need food. I would need, I'm not going to fight the Storm King, but I was going to show... okay. I'll spill the beans. So I was gonna surprise you, Nothing, but I do have a storm village on the Storm King at the tippy top of the Storm King mountain. I have like a storm fortress built. It doesn't have details on the interiors at all, but it's like a really cool castle. But I technically when I go there, I'll only have like 30 seconds because I don't have any storm gear on me. So I'll only be able to stay in that area for like 30 seconds before it kicks me back out, and then I'm kind of stranded again. And I really don't feel like going back to the storage base right now. I would, if you enjoyed this game at any point in time, it's the best it's ever been. Now there are some, like, obviously I've got a world that's got tons of huge builds in it. So I kind of do that to myself with the lag. But generally, they've fixed a lot of the bugs, and a lot of the overall lag has got better. Like the seat glitch has been fixed for months and months. haven't seen that thing ever happen since. Flying around is a lot smoother. The overall rubber banding is a lot better. Now, it's not perfect, but it is a lot better. Oh. Hold up. Accidents. Happy little accidents. Goodbye. Good thing I saw this. All right, so we were on like 1,125. Zap, how many pieces? You're my consultant. Should I do like 15 or should I go like 1750?
By the way, my spires are still bugged, still can't get my expedition weapons, and I can only use the crossbow cause it's good, and have to live with it, like this game man.
I feel really bad, because, like, I've heard other people say, even in my TikTok chat, there's people saying, like, someone was just telling me they've got it's in their codex, but they can't build it. For all the other people, it doesn't work. Do you have if you go to completed, have you completed every single one of these, like up to Lost Vengeance? Like if you have a check mark on this already and you still don't have the recipe, I have no idea what's wrong. And then I know Allie's problem is they're not getting the Vengeance quests at all. In the world that you're doing it in, you're the world owner, right? I don't think it would matter, but maybe it does if you're not the world owner. But I imagine you are the owner of that world. All right, so if we're at 125, 1,125, maybe 150, 175, 200, 225, 250. You don't need a red spire to take out archers. Thick, you just need to... What is that? What does it tell you to build on that? Let me see, hold on. So you're on this one, right? Defeat 5 archers? Dude, they could be any archers in the game. Like, go to the Frostlands, go to the desert, find some... I think even the skeletons with crossbows and stuff end up counting as archers. But you also need to do it with the dual daggers, and I don't think they can be legendary for some reason. They have to be like blue or purple, and then that's what you kill any archer with the blue or purple daggers, and that's how you do it. Otherwise, if you're not using the right daggers or whatever, yeah, you got to use the dual daggers because it has you craft the dual. And see, here's the problem. Is here it says dual daggers let you cover ground faster than a storm roller on roller skates. Let's see what they can do against ranged enemies. That's the key sentence right there. Let's see what they can do against ranged enemies. But then if you kind of like, that's not like you didn't read it, but like if you just glaze over that statement, you're going to read this and says defeat 5 archers, which doesn't specifically say with the daggers. This part of the sentence right here is kind of what reveals that. And it's very like, you think defeat 5 archers with the dual daggers. You got plenty of room there. Why, I don't know why they didn't put it there. I don't know. So same thing for the next one. It's going to have you craft the Warhammer. And then when you defeat slicers are literally, I think, any so it could be an enemy with a dagger, an enemy with a sword, but you have to use the hammer. So it says bring the hammer down on them. This one's a little more direct in that statement, but
Ah, yes, I'm the owner. It's my expert world too, and my problem is that it has to be a white spire, only to get the quests. Like it must only say spire when you get close, not superior or elite or whatever. It's like it counts it as I'm done with it already. Can I at least get Vengeance Jones back, man?
because I did it on a I went to my original survival. You know how I made the video about it recently? In that video, I went back to my OG survival world, and I found an ultimate spire, and then it gave me the quests off of that. So I don't think it should matter which one you have to find, because I found a red one, technically. See how I didn't want to try to finish this yesterday? I think it was you, Ali.
I found every single one on my map. Should I try defeating one, maybe?
Have you never defeated one yet? So I'd say, yeah, give it a go. I'm not going to say it's going to work, but like if you haven't tried that yet, I'm kind of shocked if you haven't tried that yet. Granted, again, I don't think it'll maybe do anything of it because it should just be discovering it. Because in my video, again, I discovered it, walked away, had the quest line without even defeating it. Oh, you have to use uncut. Problem with Ali is they're not even able to unlock the quest line to begin with. That one I can move.
How goated would a Pokemon crossover be in Fortnite? Imagine a Pikachu by your side, RN.
That would
Goodbye,
be
everyone. Remember your own
interesting.
therapy.
Brick built Charizard. All right, so that was where I ended up. So that was 1,125, 150, 175.
I've reached out to the LEGO group many times, and they have seen my comments, but they just need to hear out the community
300,
more. Like it took them a year to fix the seat glitch. That's why LEGO FN gets too much hate.
350, yeah, no, I kind of agree. 375, 425, 450, 475, 500, 525s. I think roughly 1,500 plus the pieces I have. I think I'll go 5 more rows, we'll call it even. And then we'll try it from there, because that should be like another 100. I'll be like 1,600-ish plus the pieces that are extending over here. So I should be like well over 1,700. 6, 7. Oh no.
Okay, now I see why you didn't do this yesterday. Ha.
I wasn't kidding. I've been today's stream. I'm at an hour and 25 minutes so far, or something like that. Like I could have done this off stream, but if I made any mistakes or something crazy happens, I'm like, I need witnesses. I need witnesses. Again, we're not worried about accidentals. Okay. I'm gonna like does everybody feel safe with this many? It's like it's about 1,700 pieces. I think I had it counted roughly right. Do you think we're playing how many gumballs in the jar, everybody? How many gumballs in the jar? How many pieces is this temple? And do you think it's more than 16 or 1,700? You gotta remember, it's big, but like, you know, the roof, the layer of roofs is maybe like a couple dozen each layer. So like that's a couple hundred walls alone. There's a couple hundred decorations. There's got to be a couple hundred floor pieces. There's really not that many of. I'm using, I don't know, man.
If you pull this off, it will go down as one of the greatest comebacks in LEGO Fortnite history.
I'm saying, though. I just am so nervous, dude. I should just go a little bit further. I should just go until my gut tells me it's enough. We only got one shot at this. By the way, crouching makes your camera a little bit lower if you need to look a little bit lower.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Opportunity, I see opportunities as things that aren't problems of my own creation. But I hear what you're saying. Usually opportunities are better when they're presented either out of nowhere or not because of something that's your fault. All right, does everybody feel comfortable now? Because I just added probably about another 200, roughly. One. So that's like, yeah, I added almost like 200 more. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's like 250 I just added.
Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob.
Why is the floors being so laggy here? Maybe when I get it connected, it'll be better. It's probably just because it's such a big structure. It's kind of been doing that. I've been phasing through parts of it. And it makes me afraid. Like I'm not going through this. Because usually when you do that, it's like basically the thing. It's like it's not there, which you don't want. Okay. It's just very laggy now. Or laggier than it was like the other day. Oh, didn't I take out a couple big balloons? It's lagging so hard.
Today's quotes from Gamma Daddy. Never put off until tomorrow what can be done today. And no la Leod. Master Wu got that from me.
Okay, we're on our way up. It looks like I need to turn a little bit. Oh, now I can't tell. And it almost looks like I need to go to the left a little bit even. It's me standing on it's gonna weigh it down a little bit. It looks like I'm a little bit. I'm gonna have to like put some turning thrusters on it. Yeah, and I do gotta push it to the left just a little bit. So to make it lighter, just gonna make it go higher. See, I knew there was a door I didn't line up, right? Probably go a little bit. It doesn't have to be like centered because I think afterwards I can break a few pieces and like line it up better. Now I think we just go up. Hello? What the heck? not even like touching anything. There should be no. Am I hitting the? Oh, I'm too close.
How many times do I have to teach this lesson, old man?
I think I'm touching that wall and it's goofing it up. I didn't realize I was as far forward as I was. I went too far forward. Or it drifted that way. One of the two. I think it may have drifted. Maybe it's because I'm like touching the wall and other pieces or something like that. Should I keep it that close to the wall? Should I go right there? Like, attempt to go up there? Let's see if a balloon will place now. Why would that not work all of a sudden? Can I delete one and then replace one? No, what's going on here? Because the thrusters clearly still work. Do I just try relogging, you think? See if that does anything? Also, there's still so many pieces misaligned from when it broke. No, it's not. If I will end up rebuilding it, if I need to. Luckily, I could take a bunch of screenshots of it and get all my dimensions before I do, so I don't have to do much guesswork the second time. The second time I could probably, from like the start of a stream to the end of the stream, I can probably do this whole thing that took me like 2.5 streams to do. But we're gonna see, I guess let's just log out, log back in, see what that does. I'm gonna do a potty break and everybody else can stretch their legs, do what you need to do. And dude, is it not just one problem after another? I get everything set up and then all of a sudden like maybe it is too many builds in one area, but it's not saying that. Here, I'll be right back.
Go, 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 ninja, go, ninja, 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 go, 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 go. Lyrics, fill in the gap, drop that bass, and get the ninja rap. Just feel it, if you know what I mean. Give it up for the heroes in green just flowing, smooth with the power, kicking it up, hour after hour.
Oh, I'm glad I missed that TTS. Respectfully, Cole. No, you're not in trouble. Nobody's mad at you. You probably didn't know. However, we prefer not to have super long TTSs. One, they're usually pretty repetitive and annoying after the first sentence. And then also the TTS feature that I use is through a website. What was it called? I can't remember. Tangia. It's a free website, but there's a word limit per month. So like if you do a super long message like that, it basically drains the word count that other people can use for TTS, and essentially you use it all for a very repetitive message. And you're not in trouble, but that's the deal. Does anyone know what he's trying to do? Fix my giant mistake. If I had a preference, I wonder if I could set a limit to the TTS characters or something, like a character limit in general for the message. Because like I prefer it. It's generally nice. I think the best use of TTS is for newer people who want to ask a question that like I will probably read it anyway, but it's like it's nice to be able to hear like if someone's asking a question, it means I can hear the question without looking and answer it and keep doing stuff. That's when it's like the most useful to me. But it's for you guys, you know what I mean? But we got to respect it, that's all. All right, let's see. It shouldn't be because at first I was thinking, oh, maybe my balloons are touching and it's like technically combining or something, you know what I mean? Okay, it's clearly just a bug. We're gonna make it here, right? Oh, it's like right at the tip. It's actually good. I might have to rotate it though still. It looks like it's off just a little bit. You can see this corner goes up to like there. That one goes up to there. I'm going to have to do a little bit of tilty action here to get it to line up right for the glue. Okay, so I need to get it to turn a little bit this way. Just a little. Oh, I still had a front thruster. Oops. That's probably why it tilted to begin with. It's probably exactly what got me off axis to begin with. So we need to put like, we're literally going to do like one here. And then one there. And then we're going to like a little bit at a time until it lines up. Wait, did I break the seat? When did I break the seat, chat? Can I get a rock? I forgot I used all the stone for that build structure. Again, one problem after another. We're just fighting through the demons here tonight. All right. Oh, it's indeed still there. That looks a little bit more. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the more better. Right about there, right? A little bit more, maybe. A little bit more. That's still just a tiny bit more, I think. I just want it to be, like, perfect. I think it still could be a little bit better, but it's like, it's almost like it won't go back. That should be close enough. The other one, the test ones, were going off of even with more wiggle room, but the better centered it is overall, because that'll allow me for more glue pieces to go across without it goofing up. Everybody breathe. think I'm missing a big balloon over here. That's why that side's not going as much. Oh, yeah, I am missing a big balloon over here. I should have been putting them off to the side. Here. Just put them over here. That'll balance it out faster. Because that side's already up. Told you, it's like raising the foundation of a house so you can either move the foundation or raise the foundation slightly. Alright, let's see. We've got a nice... It looks like there's not a full seal going all the way around, but is that just the gap that's going to be visible no matter how much it goes up? You know? Oop. Don't move. I think that's where I gotta do it, right? Oh. And I think it's gonna bounce like that now. Yeah, it's gonna bounce, so I'm gonna have to, like, catch it. Oh, I also didn't see if it was lined up on the stud. I don't think it is. I think I have to move it over just a little bit more to the left or to the right. Oops. Oops. Oh god, it keeps bumping forward now too. Dang it, I need to not make it. I need to have it lined up like before I go up. Otherwise it just goofs things up. Once it starts bouncing, it's like super annoying.
I will dismantle this oppressive establishment board by board.
So now I need to push it forward again. And tilt it again. But I think if I just tilt it, it should be lined up, but then I gotta move it forward again. I wish I just built channels on it, but I don't have a wrench with me and I don't feel like it. I suppose I could make a wrench real quick. I have the stuff for it. That way I could actually just make all the micro adjustments in one go. Let's see. Wait. Oh, it's under tool stuff. Okay. Now I can fly it all at once. Alright, so we need some to send us forward. Forward's going to be on channel 2. Oh. Forward's on channel 2. And then we still got to tilt it one way or the other, but I'll just make 2. So boom. 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 So if we want to turn right, that will be 3, like it is, and then that means these ones and this one goes to 1. And then that should be enough to move us forward. I can go both directions and move us forward. So now I need to go forward again. Oh. So 2 to forward. Oops. I gotta watch it. I just remembered, like... See, now, I don't get why now going forward now it lifts up all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Like, why does the gravity change from me just hitting the thrusters a little bit? Because now I think I moved it too close again. Oh, it's like right frickin' there. I think we just leave it there. Because I don't have much wiggle room going that way, and it looks like it lined itself up a little bit. I gotta move it a little bit to the left. I think it's gotta, because it's gotta line up with that line and be straight. So I am going to set one more set of thrusters to move it right. Just like 2 of them. And we'll put this on channel 4. That's the only one we haven't used yet. And then that should be able to bump us just a little bit. No, it went a little bit too far. Oh, wait, maybe it'll line up with the next one, though. I think it's going to line up with the next one. That should be pretty darn close. Let me see if it... Hold on. It's being funny all of a sudden. Yeah, go back up. I just need to see. Oh, it's going over a little bit too much. So it has to be like basically perfect, and I still need to lift it up a little bit even, but I need to get it like into the right spot first. Let's just try that. Because I guess I could just throttle it left and right until it finally lines up. You know what I mean? Oh, that might be it. I think that's it. Stop moving. Problem is it like micro moves when I add the balloons and stuff. Oh, wait, I need a different piece. Stone. That'll match better. Oh, why is my fat banana head in the way? It just moved. It just moved. Dude, it makes its own mic. When it does this bouncing thing, dude, it like, it just starts bouncing. I had it lined up, dude, and it keeps moving over on its own. Like, I can't push it, obviously. I just need to maybe just catch it when it goes up like that. But now it's misaligned. Oh, yeah, I guess I could... Yeah, you're right. Just put some pieces to push up again. So why wasn't I thinking of that? So just put... like that. And like that. That should catch it. I don't know why I didn't think of that first. That's a good idea. Oh, wait, so it goes up. We don't want to go under that. You're a genius. Because now I can also just snap to that a lot easier when it goes back up. Hopefully it doesn't hit it now when it goes up again. Oh, it floated back. to be almost a better two-person job, although I don't know how it would be if... Oop, wrong button, wrong button. Tilt, tilt, tilt. I guess it doesn't matter if I'm just going into the wall anyway. Quick, 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 quick. Oh, come on. Missed again. It keeps just floating back ever so slightly. You gotta be so quick with it, dude. I gotta be like perfect. I gotta like wait till it floats down and then wait till it goes back up. Now it's not gonna go down, is it? Every time I get out, it goofs. It's like every time I get out of the seat, it goes even goofier. I guess if I leave the thrusters on, but then it's almost going to tilt the building. See how when the thrusters are on, it almost tilts it a little bit? I want it to be even, so the other side isn't, like, lifting up. Stay there. No! Dude, and then my sandwich. No. Why? I swear to God, when you double jump, it'll register it every time you don't want it to, and then it won't register the double jump for the flight mode every time you want it to. It does the exact opposite of what you want it to. Every single time. It didn't really connect as high as I'd like, and I think it's also a little lopsided because it was bugging. But this is gonna have to work because now I'd have to I can't really replace every single one of those balloons now because the what's it called? I can still. Oh wait. I can build there. Oh, all these pieces are misaligned anyway. Like these broken pieces, I can't even build here. No, I can build there. I just can't like build anything there. Like that's all goofed up. Yeah. The game, it's just too buggy for how big it was because it didn't even, when I was looking up there, I swear it was touching, but no, I'm gonna have to restart. I'm gonna have to restart, chat. I think it's true. Because the only other thing I can do is refill it with balloons and try again. But look, like I said, all these floors, look at all the misalignment that it hasn't fixed itself. I suppose I could try logging out and logging back in and seeing what happens after this. Oh, I should probably grab all my materials. It was not meant to be. Like I said, the only thing I could think to do from here, and look, it's even a little bit too far up now. It just scoots itself. I guess I could have made one in the back to keep it from going back than I needed to do. There's just so much other stuff. Everything's working against you here. Like, I got it to line up, but it just wasn't being nice to me. All right, let's relog and see what happens. Yeah, restart the whole build. start somewhere else. That was like the best ridge that I've found for that build. I think there's maybe one other that I think I found on the other end of this part of the island, where it stuck out that far and was that high and gave you that much base to build off of from the top. That's why I chose this one. There was a couple other similar locations, but they weren't quite as good. Oh, it attacked, like, because of the lag, it, like, every time I would get out of the driver's seat, it would just, like, bob the whole build up and down, and it was just, like, impossible to get it to stay still while I placed the glue piece, and it ended up, it's, like, lopsided by a couple degrees because of that. Yeah, I'll probably end up calling it there for the night, and then I'll get a fresh start tomorrow because I'm not feeling to restart right now after all that work. I'll come back with a fresh brain. I'll leave it here. I'm gonna take some screenshots so that way I have all the reference I need to make it exact. Because I know, obviously I remember all the pieces. It's really just a matter of like. And I remember most of the techniques I use for the wall decorations. It's just a matter of I'll need, like, once I have the picture in front of me, it'll be simple. It'll be really streamlined. It shouldn't take nearly as long. The only thing I kind of got to really make sure I get screenshots of is, because I can't remember how much I tapered it on each level. But yeah, it ended up, it's touching over here. But the other problem is, even if it wasn't lopsided, let's see if it fixed the... Did it fix all my floors and stuff? Looks like it did. No, it didn't. Look at all these misalignments. I can't even build on, like, some of these things because they're just weird. I mean, I could, I think, if I nudge up. But it's going to cause all sorts of weirdness. Like, the build is, like, warped now, which is going to anger me anyway. So it's messed up in more than one way. So let's skip today. We'll take screenshots, and then I will call it a night. Call it a night. We gave it our best. All right, get rid of my HUD. Just need a good screenshot of each face. Boom. The right side's going to be the exact same as the left side, so we will get... that angle. Oop. Oh my. There we go. Boom. So the left and the right side is the same. The back side, really don't need a screenshot for sure, but just to be safe. Oops. Let's get a screenshot of that. Also, this was 5 walls going over, right? Because now I can kind of destroy this without worrying about 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 4. Okay. So that was 4 16s at the base. We connected the floor, the roof piece directly to the bottom of this layer. And then this is where I goofed things up a little bit. See, I guess I didn't even notice that till now. That's exposed. I guess this building I just needed to make... Yeah, this all I needed to do here, I see what I did wrong originally. This build, this row just needs to come out. The brick part of it needs to come out 2 more spaces. That was a mistake I originally made that I can do right on this time. So after this layer, we go to this layer. And this one was built inward because the corner's there. And technically I needed that to come out to there, so that way it would have been like this, equal. So really, my corner, hold on. I think I did them in by 4 spaces, wasn't it? Because, like, hold on. Because that would be lining up where it should have been, roughly. This is not helping me because I misaligned it. So really, that would be the corner. Even that, why does that not make sense? I think this one needed to be built out 2 more spaces as well. Oh, that was the one that did. That's why it's goofing everything up here. Because where's my corner of that build? Well, I guess the corner should have been technically here. So my corner's there. That can work. Yeah, I think I just went 4 Bones, relax. I'm coming to get you. I think I just went 4 spaces in. I guess I should just check this one because I did them the same on each layer. I'm pretty sure the spacing after the first one. So if I check this one, it should be less confusing. Yes, okay. So there's the corner, and so I'm not putting the floor piece there, otherwise it wouldn't taper. That's why I put them inward. Bone, stop. Am I using the right one? I'm not. That would also help. Bones, relax. I hear you, buddo. I hear you, buddy. I'm gonna let you out here in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I think this is where it would be if I didn't taper. Oh no, it's 8 even. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dang it. Keep messing up the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is where it would. So this is where it would line up, and that's how I would make it not taper, is those would end up lining up the same. So every time I go down, I move the floor of the roof piece 8 in from the corner, except for the first row where I build the roof directly under the corner of the first layer, because this doesn't need a taper from anything. All right. I'm going to end here so Bones doesn't chew my head off here. But I think I'll get the rest of the recording I need maybe at the beginning of the stream because now Bones is bugging. That's what I'm trying to say.
Thank you for your
But we
patronage.
did our best. We did our best to see if it was possible, and it probably was, but I made some mistakes. I see you, buddy. I see you. All right, who are we rating over to quickly? Relax. Go lay down. Go lay down. Hey, come here. Relax. Stop. Go lay down. It's getting angry. Let's go over to Lady. Boom, and it's gonna be a quick one. I'm gonna do quick raid out. Everybody click it. I'm raiding out quick. Raiding out quick. Bones is screaming at me. Have a good one, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow.